Hi Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. Welcome to your August 2023 tarot reading. I hope that you all enjoy. Let's go ahead and take a look to see what the messages are for you this month. Oh, you got the star energy, Aquarius out here. I feel like you're highly favored. You will be feeling highly favored. Some of you guys could have been seeing the angel number 1811 a lot. If not, I would look up the meaning of it. 1811 is coming up. Six of Pentacles reversed. It's crazy. I feel like there was something crazy that happened to Taurus this month of something not working out. Are you feeling like you can transform an unfavorable situation by letting it go or releasing it? I know it sounds so simple, but I feel like that simplicity, that simple way of thinking, or just even thinking the concept to control your circumstances around you, is going to be helping you to have a better future, or to even think about how you are perceiving yourself and how you can kind of project out into the world, okay? Ace of Pentacles is actually going to bring you a lot of value, a lot of money. Some of you guys might be gaining or have a business that kind of has this influence or effect here. I feel like there's a lot of people who deeply appreciate your work during this time, or humbled by what you do. I feel like if you're an interpreter, people perceive you as being a very awesome interpreter, a very gifted person. I feel like your gifts, abilities are increasing before people's eyes, and they can't help but notice this stature about you. I'm also feeling like you're walking through beautiful gateways and pathways to blessings, to having miracles in your future, or having your dream opportunities come into you and having high favor when it comes to that. But I want to give you a huge round of applause, because that Six of Pentacles in reverse concept with the star is like the thing that really triggers it and sets it off for you. Ooh, I know it's a lot of motherfuckers mad at the Taurus right now. Just keep shuffling. And with all of that, I feel like you don't really care, because you've amounted to my apologies, Taurus. My camera cut off on you guys, which lets me know that that's really important with that Ace of Wands energy. What I was saying before it cut off is like, you may notice during this time people going out of their way to try to like shut you down, but they can't. Mainly for some, it's because you've relocated. I feel like I'm seeing the foundation under like your home, or you know, your feet. It feels like it shifted or changed. A lot of people don't necessarily know where you live anymore. There could be some inconspicuous energy when it comes to that. You seem to be very safe for protecting your energy, or it's like you've changed your appearance, or people just don't recognize you anymore. So I feel like that's actually what's favorable for you, because like I said, there's a lot of people who are really like trying to sabotage your opportunities here, because you also seem emotionally fulfilled as well. Not only are you exceptionally conquering life when it comes to money, finances, business here, taking action in your life progression, but we see this influence of you focusing on self-love, but also there might be somebody here who has an emotional affection towards you, the influence of this. Could be a water sign, but it really doesn't have to be here in this energy. I feel like they're telling me to specifically hone in on the energy of this person, because I feel like maybe you dealt with insecure people in your past and you weren't necessarily aware of it. And some of these people could have even portrayed themselves as being more secure than what they really were. And I feel here you really have somebody who is very mature, up to your level, may even help you to develop yourself in different ways. And I feel like that's what you were seeking to obtain when it came to love and compatibility. You felt like a lot of people, you know, while they were attractive, you know, while you felt like at one point in time you had a really childish connection with one person, there's someone here who gives you what you need and more. Some of you guys could have manifested this person or this situation in your life. some of y'all, I'm sorry if this is just specifically a work reading for you. I know, like, if you were just specifically looking at this for work, you might be feeling like, why is she picking up on a lot of love? I feel like it's because you're not chasing, but you're attracting it, okay, you guys? So just be mindful of that. I feel like there might be a surprising change or turn of events that occurs that might take you slightly off of your element or shift your perspective or change your world in an expansive way. I'm also seeing for women out there, if you've been celibate, there might be a change, but I feel like it's for somebody who's actually worthy. Also, I'm seeing some of you guys might be more open about your sexuality and gender fluidity as well. Not for everyone, but for someone out there, I feel like somebody's going to be more open with who they are. I also feel like somebody, if you like, that's a random message, but that's cool. If there is somebody here who does like drag or something like that, I feel like maybe you've had to invest in like higher quality stuff to feel like you belong, and you finally got your money and everything together for yourself. And I feel like your social presence is taking off too. Yeah, that's pretty cool. We got the Ten of Swords that wanted to come out. I told you, everybody here is gonna feel this, you guys. People trying to sabotage you, take away from you, take advantage of you. And also, I feel like you're actually going to discover who the person is this time around. So this means that it's really coming to the forefront, but I feel like the divine is telling you to be alert because those eyes keep popping out at me. They're literally popped out of the head. You know what I mean? So I feel like you're going to find out what you need to know once and for all to put an ending to a situation that doesn't serve you. I'm also seeing if some of you guys have needed to have somebody like out of your life, somebody's finally leaving. And I feel like you're going to be shocked. Like, your mouth's not going to be open, but you might blink twice, okay? The sun, and you're going to be so liberated. I don't even want to say happy because I feel like this is somebody crying tears of joy, which means that happiness is not even a word that could describe the amount of emotions that you will feel. I just have to be real and honest with what I'm seeing, you guys. I feel like there's something here about like children being safe and not feeling those worrying thoughts about a situation, especially if somebody was really burdensome to you or abusive. You dealt with the tumultuous relationship where you had to pray to the divine or source to bring you someone better or to just end the situation in your life. And I feel like some of you guys didn't even really care if somebody else would come into your life. You felt like you were strong enough to do this on your own or to handle the situation on your own. But that's why you're being rewarded, and that's why you're highly favored. And I feel like you're highly favored. It's about the heat. It's about the heat. It's about the hot. It's about the Leo, the sun, Leo season. That makes sense, okay? That's why I'm seeing that. This is about you elevating in maybe an enemy's supposed time, but you're like shining. I feel like you don't really care truthfully, but it's something that the divine wants you to know. It's a valuable information. This is also partially why it's happening, because that snake tried to bite you at one point and tried to bring you down. You liberated yourself. You saw your higher self for what it truly was, worth more, and you chose to seek opportunities elsewhere. And, you know, somebody was trying to entangle you in a problem that was behind you, that you put in the past. Somebody trying to bring you back to your past or something. Like they know you. The funny thing is, people change for the better, you all, and I feel like you have. Somebody is really challenged by that. It actually makes someone fume with anger knowing this about the situation. And it also shows your worth, and it also shows your youth, your charisma, how passionate you are about being better, looking better. You know, when those people tried to hurt you with those thorns, you wound up taking a cactus and becoming accustomed to that hurt and pain, and you took it and you used it for better. You're not an easy target anymore, Taurus. And I also feel here someone's going to know that. It's beyond them seeing. They're going to know for sure. Source is going to make it well known, King of Swords. I feel like all that sees all is here and present for you. And there's this higher awareness here where the angels have even seen some of the tumultuous stuff that you have been through. Could have been a few towers at one point that happened back to back or something like that for a lot of y'all. But I feel like once the remnants and everything else cleared and you saw who this energy is that's trying to deceive you when they see you have all these blessings here, trying to kick you when you're down, they're mad and even more perturbed when your higher self is smiling. Like your happiness, your joy, you having any sort of peace or resolve, even if it's a matter where they're taking themselves out the situation or leaving a situation, the fact that you have happiness from the situation, they hate that. But you must still smile anyway, you know? But it's really important to note because someone with that sort of hostility towards you definitely doesn't have your highest, good at heart. But this was somebody that you invested with to the point where like equal give and take was needed or necessary in a situation. I'm glad that you found peace though, and I feel like you will be too. And you'll definitely feel like life is a lot more peaceful without this person around. Intuitively, you will grow. I feel like maybe somebody had a problem with you and your psychic gifts or abilities, or that you were intuitive, or you had some sort of clairvoyance or something like that. I feel like they didn't want you to invest in that part of yourself. Somebody could have tried to prohibit you from going to like a church, a spiritual place for yourself, some place of peace and sanction. I'm glad to see some people out here doing a lot better and happy about it too. Yeah, you saw in the stars where you had to seek healing elsewhere, that the situation was never going to be favorable for you, that this person was not intending to give you a successful outcome. I feel like they're still not presently, and I feel like you're not even tied or attached to the situation. I feel like somebody just can't tell you that maybe they can't sustain a situation. There's that tower. I mean, jeez. Somebody has to become honest with themselves though, but I feel like they don't necessarily tell everybody. That could also be coming up too. Have you ever seen somebody who makes a whole big life change, but they have like dependents on them where they kind of need to alert people of what they're doing so that people know? Or like when somebody leaves for days but don't tell their family, then their family come over thinking that the motherfucker dead and they done been on a vacation or something like that. Have you ever seen them types of people? Have you ever seen them types of slaps after somebody get back from their place of peace and sanction just to know that they almost gave somebody a heart attack? That's the type of energy here that somebody puts you through a lot. Maybe they have this habit of doing this because this is somebody who associates this energy with glowing up. Like, oh shit, see the Ace of Swords came out. I mean, it's just better to tell the truth, like when that's what you seeing and feeling. Like, I feel like there's somebody that's their way of making it seem like they've glowed up on people. Specifically, they try to do this to like people that they call their friends, their family members, or people that they secretly envy or in competition with. So they don't tell you stuff that affects both of you guys' life because there seems to be some sort of attachment, even though somebody is not well suited for the role, or they don't handle their responsibilities well as it is with the Six of Pentacles in reverse. I get here with the Ace of Pentacles, it's like when you do discover the situation, you're at peace. Like I said, I also feel like some of you guys are connected to a soulmate presently and are a little bit happier in your life. Some of you guys might be connected to a fire sign, a Leo, Aries, but specifically Sagittarius was the one that was coming out. I feel like you just feel real stable in your life, and I feel like you're gifted with the ability of being able to sustain yourself and your responsibilities even when others are slacking off. I feel like it really doesn't affect your work, your determination towards life, and your progression, which is most important, because a lot of times people affect people's progression. I feel like you have the strength to do that. You have the ability to do it here. Very nice. Some of y'all might be working on saving up to like build yourself a home, or to build a maternal figure a home or something like that. Or that's something that was important to you. Ooh. Sorry, y'all. That was a huge download. I can't say that though it came out, but what I will say is definitely protect yourself, because I feel like there's energies here who want to engage in getting you to open up, because they notice that there's, like, when you have the Ace of Pentacles energy, but you see somebody outwardly in the Four of Pentacles energy, somebody who's saving, reserved, somebody who might even make it seem like they can't afford certain things. But I feel like there's somebody here with some knowledge, you know, knowing that you have things going for yourself. They could be wondering or extra curious. My goodness, I didn't even look at the fucking bottom. Seven of Swords, though. It's like somebody really knows, like, that you got it, that you're stable enough, but they don't know where your goals and where your priorities lie, what your situation is. They don't really care about that. I feel like they just necessarily care about getting in or fitting in. It feels like a real beneficial time for them energetically, where they might have been engaging with a lot of people, not just you. This could be somebody wanting to become a friend, somebody who is a friend, but, you know, I feel like you haven't necessarily let them in on a lot of your life. I'm also getting here that for some of you guys, in the future, somebody might become challenged by your authority or your position, especially if you wind up becoming somebody's boss and this is like y'all are co-workers now, but y'all cool. Okay? Yeah, Seven of Swords and Eight of Cups. They might even be the type of person to quit like right after you get a promotion, but say it's for some other shit because they just don't want to feel like they're lower than you on any kind of level. But they might be curious as to why you're not investing in something, but they want to persuade you in investing in something with them. Okay? I don't know what that's about. We're up. Temperance here. Your angels are going to be protecting you, watching over you during this time. They might even be watching over this conversation. They're telling me to pay close attention to the way that somebody speaks or communicates about something before they fully let you know what something is, because I feel like somebody might try to dissuade you that something isn't a scam just for you to find out that it is and be bamboozled. So just be very mindful that you're going to be protected during this time, that there's going to be some shifts, some obvious shifts, like there might be a obvious connection that might be either presently in your life that's not in your life, or one that's not in your life, like maybe the first time you get this message, to somebody actually coming into your life who's actually a pretty cool person. They're not this energy here, okay? But I just feel like there's something about a shift that's going to be happening here that's going to be renowned, because I feel when people come into our lives sometimes, or even leave our lives, it leaves a dent or an influence for a little bit, one in which we have to adapt and cope and go through maybe a little bit of the effects or struggles that the Five of Pentacles also associates itself with. You know, like being left out in the cold, things that you have to leave out in the cold, maybe places you used to go to, you don't go anymore for a while, stuff like that. Nine of Cups, but you're going to have a lot of favor and a lot of people really attracted to you after somebody tried to break your heart and made you feel like you were undervalued, or like somebody underestimated you basically. And I also feel like some of you guys are going to find out that you have somebody exactly where you want them this month when it comes to somebody who is sabotaging you or trying to, you know, trying to belittle you a little bit. I feel like some of you guys might have had a friend or somebody that maybe turned themselves into an associate from a friend because of some things that they've stated about you, maybe when they were under the influence, but not necessarily for everybody. I get here where you are finally feeling brave enough and you feel like you have what you want from this person, or you're going to have some sort of fulfillment when it comes to the situation where you can outwardly see that they are affected by this, that they're not getting away with this, that karma is serving them right. All right, because I feel like this was somebody who was really trying to hurt you. Yeah, this is somebody that you are definitely very distant from, or you block, or you feel like you will be happier if you distance yourself from them. This is a fire sign, this is a water sign, or an air sign. Knight of Swords. Somebody might call you, or you might get a surprise visit from someone that you favor. It's good for you because it kind of energetically distracts you from whatever this shift or change is. It feels like the universe is bringing in this comfort hug to kind of help support you, but also to encourage you, to let you know that you did make the wisest and right choice. This Page of Swords energy specifically, it embodies and actually mimics ever so slightly the depiction that we see of the angel here in the Temperance, okay? And I get here where there's something about this influence that you have, this angelic influence. Maybe you working with the angels, or I feel like you've been blessed with a lot of gifts that they have to some sort of degree when it comes to being intuitive, insightful, making quick decisions when it comes to people's energy, being very decisive in life and determined. That approach in life, I feel like you're going to be blessed and benefited greatly during this time. And so we see this positive shift. Maybe you going places that you want to go that make you happier, being excited to see someone or to start a new situation, relationship, connection, job, you know, somebody being excited that their day has swiftly changed for the better. Passionate opportunities taking off too. Page of Cups. What else? King of Wands. I feel like don't allow yourself to be persuaded by the energies around you, because there's a lot of them around you, all right, at the end of the month. And I know as I'm saying that right now, you're going to be like, yeah, you know, I got it. It's going to be a lot of people around you at the end of the month for some reason, whether it's an event that you're going to, somewhere that you're being taken to, or something like that, where you're definitely going to feel like, okay, you were right. I do need to protect my energy, because I feel here, I'm hearing wicked snares of the devil, which is something from the Bible about protection from evil. So some of you guys could be doing some evil eye protection before you go out, because there's somebody in the crowd, not everybody, but if you got strong senses, like your nose senses is on point, maybe you got a wolf spirit or something like that. But I feel like you're going to be able to really smell that there is somebody in the crowd that's a little bit evil. You're going to have to stay away from them. I say that because if you're going out at night, it may not necessarily be you, but somebody else's child might get roofie, or have somebody put something in their drink, and somebody gonna get a pregnancy that they can't terminate. But it's not you, I don't think. It feels like somebody there though in your presence. Some of y'all, it might be on the news though, because it might be a problem where somebody discovers that somebody's been kind of using somebody's place to do something negative there. All right, so just keep yourself protected, healthy. There's something about you doing this protection work for yourself though that helps you. Okay, you, like I said, not only does it help your senses, your intuitive gifts, but there's something about knowing where to sit and where not to sit with this Four of Cups. I can't, you know, the obvious image seems to come through, but I don't often see people talk about like just what the person or the energy is doing in the Four of Cups card a lot. But I feel like there's something significant about where somebody is sitting, who they're around, who they're taking stuff from, that somebody's going to be real cognizant about. If some of you guys work in like a nightlife environment, I'm seeing somebody might do a background check on somebody, like a boss might really do that. And, you know, I'm bringing the situation up because, like I said, you might work there. You might not be aware of it, but you might need to know it. Especially if you've been feeling like somebody around you is giving you creepy vibes at work. You ain't even got to work at a bar. I could just be picking up on somebody who gives you creepy vibes. You don't even know, like somebody source is protecting you. Somebody is also caught on to somebody's influence and they're investigating it too. But you will eventually come into the awareness of something. Three of Wands. And I also feel like you'll seek sanction and peace in the future, that you'll have it, that you'll feel a lot more like there's peaceful resolution wherever you are. I also feel like some of you guys might be very, very proud of your workplace or your future and where it's going, because you have people around you who are like really concerned and on it. Like they're not letting things go unnoticed. And I feel like some of you guys actually need that security, especially for some reason. Like I'm getting if somebody was adopted, or if somebody like maybe had a step parent at a really young age and kind of grew like to trust and learn how to trust people. Something about you needing that comfort in your environment is really important to your success. And I feel like you'll have it and you'll nurture it and appreciate it. So I feel like this is equal give and take from the universe. This is a job well done, Taurus. And I feel here that that security is super important for you to have the Queen of Pentacles energy. Not only is she someone who nurtures her abundance, but also like her environment, the material. She actually does have a spiritual connection too, because she connects with Earth a lot. She connects with Gaia. She connects with like grounding in that way, but also coming to deep understandings of situations. And I feel like that's why I said with the High Priestess and the Queen of Pentacles, I feel like you'll have a deep understanding. So in the future, you will know like the signs of situations like this. You will also know like when people are trying to play games with you. I feel like maybe some of y'all have Cancer placements. I was picking up on somebody becoming like a detective or something like that. There's something about maybe you learning the signs and symbols of things that you feel like are actually really important for you to learn. Some of y'all might even be doing this while you're in college, or like after college, you're learning some things that you really felt like you should have learned while you were in college, if you went to college at one point. Slow down. I also feel with the slow down, because I know it has a different meaning on it, you're going to be like a little bit shocked and feeling like you need somebody to kind of give you a second to breathe about a situation this month. It feels like it's happening just one time. I'm seeing 23, so it might be the 23rd to the like 25th or something like that. But I'm just getting here where it's like you might have to have somebody like really take a pace for you, because you have something that's really exciting or changing that's happening that's affecting your energy. Okay, so be patient with yourself. I only said that because it feels like it's striking a little bit of your anxiety, even if it's excitement, and I kind of pick up on that when I channel. That's typically how I can see that type of energy. So I saw it. I just wanted to let you guys know, especially if some of y'all have like asthma or something. Okay, I feel like somebody doesn't know that about you, but you might need to like keep that around you. All right, but slow down. It says, life isn't a race, nor is it a competition. You need to slow down. Doing so doesn't make you weak or less than. It makes you strong, wise, and much better able to navigate life with clarity and ease. Oh my goodness. I'm picking up on a conversation that a mother had with her child. I feel like this is you guys. I don't know if this is something that actually happened and maybe somebody's crossed. But I feel like somebody was really, really young. They had their inhaler for the first time and they were insecure about it. They felt like it made them weird. They might have even got bullied for it once. And I'm seeing a mother like reassuring their child, you know, like diversity is here, you know, and it's okay. It's something that's actually not that abnormal, you guys, you know. But I feel like when you were so young, you know, and it hurt your feelings, it affected you, you know, it might have been like your first real memory of somebody being mean to you or something like that. And then you had that kindness from the maternal figure that just reassured you that it was going to be okay. This woman may have like blonde hair. It's like really poofy, like it's the 80s or like the early 90s. Somebody's mother could have been like a beach babe back in the day or something like that. Like that's the vibe that they gave off. And I keep seeing like a child with like a white shirt with like these denim jeans standing beside her. And got the pump. I don't know, it's cute. Yes, abundance. You're being asked to open to abundance, to believe that you're deserving of it, and to believe that it will flow to you. This is the first important step toward receiving it. Breathe deeply and trust that it is on your way. We did see the Ace of Pentacles already, but it's reconfirmed here twice. So I feel like your security, your success, your abundance, your prosperity is definitely assured. You need to just take a slow down and take a break and take a deep breather before your ass don't be here to spend that money. You get what I'm saying? I'm just messing with you, but you know what I mean. I get here, like, just be patient too, you know. Rest when you need to rest is going to be super important too, because I feel like there's a sense of exhaustion that's taken over you, especially if you've been working hard, exercising. Some of y'all, it just might be so hot outside. I'm seeing somebody take groceries upstairs and about to have a heat attack. You know what I'm saying? Keep that water around you. Keep them electrolytes in your body. Keep your body going, okay? Yeah, that's all I have for you, Taurus. I hope this message resonated with you. If it did, thumbs up the video, comment down below, subscribe to the channel. I would love to have your energy here for next month. Don't forget to check your other placements, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.